Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. Was just laying in bed, hanging out, browsing on my phone, and I'm heading to help a buddy of mine that runs a detail shop. He was asking me if I want to come drive and stuff like that because he does a lot of dealership work throughout the week. So I'm gonna go help him transport some cars today. At least get me out of the house, get me something to do. As you know, a little bored with everything being slow and stuff and not really a whole lot going on. So I'm gonna go work on that today and get some work done for the show tonight. Listen, I got a PSA. It's 2026. Can we at least, when you decide to put aftermarket wheels and tires on your truck, can you make sure that the offsets actually fit to where they won't rub the inner fender wells out of your fucking truck? I mean, let's be honest. Who, other than a normal car person, is going to be like, oh, I want this white 1500. You turn a corner, tires just destroying the inner fender wells. I mean, let's be real. I haven't drove stick shift in a minute, other than on my simulator, but yeah, I have not drove one in a minute. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate living in Ohio? Well, I really hate living in Ohio. It's been snowing since yesterday. And the sun's out right now in like half of this little spot. And then like a mile down the road, it'll be like a complete blizzard. I hate it here. Yes, I hate it here. As I said. Anyway. So, today's Thursday. Didn't have to do any work today. I worked yesterday delivering cars for my buddy Dom at the detail shop. I actually just had a really good meeting with the gentleman who took over Magnolia for the lease, DJ. And he actually hit me up a couple days ago about my little job posting that I put online about looking for work. He's looking for somebody to do some marketing and stuff with. He actually owns a construction company. And they do a lot of building and stuff and just your basic exterior household stuff. And obviously on top of that as well, would combine into doing some stuff for the track as well, promoting, making graphics and stuff, making flyers, and just promoting the event and stuff like that, just continue to help grow between both businesses, really. So we had lunch up here at the Town Tavern in Green, really good place, for about 2.5 hours actually. So we had a lot that obviously we haven't talked to much of each other since the whole guardrail situation and them taking over Mag. Obviously, not me being a part of D-Team next year. I haven't been around, obviously, to hear of any of the talks and stuff about them renting the track and stuff for this year to host No Prep Mania. So he kind of kept me up to speed on what was discussed in such short, what their plans were for 2026 and what kind of events they're trying to put on. Obviously, they're trying to do some no prep stuff too. on top of doing some test and tunes and just some normal, some decent racing, which obviously that place really does need, because obviously they only ran one day the rest of the years on Sundays. So he wants to capitalize on making, to be able to run during the week, run on the weekends, so and so forth. But he's got a good plan, I think. And, obviously, he wants to bring, kind of me into the mix as well. It's cool. Obviously, it was nice to actually sit down and meet and talk. There was a lot of, I guess, bad information is the best way I could describe it in regards to him. So, like, it was nice to clear the air. I mean, I didn't expect that, like, obviously somebody's as bad as they are. I take people for granted. And obviously it's hard to believe somebody when it's coming from just one. And I quickly obviously realized that that's obviously not the case. So it was good to at least get that out and kind of. And I told him straight up. I said, listen. I said, you there's been a lot of stories. There's been a lot of stuff that's said that, obviously that, you don't know what you're doing, or you're trying to take advantage of somebody. But from a business standpoint, business is business, and you have to stand on it. And sometimes that hurts people's feelings, to where, they're invested so much in a situation that, they have to get their money back somehow, some way. And there's, obviously if there's no benefit for you, then there's no reason to be involved. And that's kind of how I seen in that situation that he was kind of put in because of that. So, but like I said, it was really good to talk and get stuff kind of squared away, and we'll see what the future holds there, because it looks pretty promising. I definitely I'm excited for it. We talked about a lot of stuff that he wants to have done, he wants to do, and so forth, and I think we'll be pretty square with it, and it'll help everybody in the long run.
Until you run into real people and think it's not the real people.
My consistency is not very good. I'll take it. Hello. Ah! Damn it. Who wrecked? Who fucked up? I was coming for you.
Passed me like I was standing still.
I did not pass anybody. Sorry.
Appreciate it.
All right, what up, everybody? It is Saturday morning now. I'm working at the golf simulator this weekend. Be here in the morning for today and Sunday. Make a little bit extra money and help pay for my my sick week ticket, so I can do sick ward this year, which I'm pretty excited about. But it's kind of slow this morning. Ain't really a whole lot going on. Won't be people here till probably about 12:30 or so. So I got a couple hours to kill and just hang out and relax and see if we can keep busy. I haven't seen that big ball in the sky for a minute, except for the simple fact that we got another inch of fucking snow last night that I don't even think was even in the forecast. I'm so over being here. All right, so we're into the following week now. I was actually gonna put that video up this week, but then I changed it to another one because I put that little poll up, and you guys said you want a street racing video instead. So it's now the following week after. It's Thursday. I am sitting in my car waiting to go to the orthopedic doctor to have my arm looked at again for the second time. I had I helped Tommy move a transmission last year, back in like June. Actually, I'm sorry, it was July. It was back in July. And ever since I did that, my arm has hurt really, really bad. And I got really sharp pain back in my back, depending on where I put my arm at. So they gave me medication to take. The chiropractor couldn't do anything about it, so he ended up sending me here. took the medication, pain went away. And now I got like, almost like my thumb is like falling asleep. And like if I put my arm in a certain position, it feels like my whole hand and like the lower part of my arm falls asleep. And I'm tired of dealing with it. And unfortunately, the chiropractor visits, I haven't been helped in here lately. So I'm back in to see if there's anything they can do about this. So we're just chilling here. I'm about ready to go inside here in a minute and find out what the heck we're going to have to do with this, because I'm tired of it. And I want to feel better, because since next week and the week after, obviously, I'm going to be gone for an entire almost 2 weeks. So I want to be prepared and feel good and not be miserable. All right, so I got down with my appointment here. Sounds like I'm gonna have to get an EMG done, which is like it's a nerve test. Basically to detect like what nerves are, I guess, functioning properly, depending on like movements and stuff like that. And so I apparently have to have that done. I gotta wait till March to get in. I guess they're that busy, I guess. I'm gonna try to reach out to see if I can get somebody else maybe a little bit sooner. But so far the 1st of March looks like is when I'll actually have the test done. So basically, like, they stick like an acupuncture needle. It's not actually a needle, but apparently they stick it all the way up from your hand to your arm, and measure how much the nerve is like interacting and stuff like that with how you know, your movement, relaxation, this, that, and the other. And they had said that to me prior when I went in there back in September as well. So hopefully I got some answers. Hopefully something will come out of it and good, because I'm tired of it. But anyways, so it's almost 5 o'clock. I'm watching some of the flow stream right now, the racing down south. I'm actually getting ready to walk in and go work for till 9 tonight. And I'm going to get this video up already and get it done, and get started making another one for next week. So, but appreciate y'all, and talk to you soon.